first super moon. It was called the flower moon, and that was actually during an eclipse, a lunar eclipse. And then June there was what the Farmer's Almanac called the strawberry moon. I guess because June is the time of strawberries starting to come into being ripe and people out there picking strawberries. But for some reason, the Farmer's Almanac and the folklore has named different moons at different times of the year. And July was the buck full moon, the super full moon. So this is the fourth of four super moons of this year. Next month, in September, it won't be a super moon. And what that basically means is the moon is closest to the earth, and so it appears larger. And then it goes through its cycle where it moves further away from the earth. So this August full moon that I'm going to do the meditation tonight is called the sturgeon full moon. And according to Native American folklore, the sturgeon was the time where they were during August, an easy time for them to be caught. And so they named the full moon the sturgeon full moon. I'm not sure if people try to catch them at night, but either way, I'm looking forward to doing a guided meditation. I also want to share a little bit of a story too before we dive in, giving people a chance to jump on here. So I have a friend visiting from Florida, from Miami, Florida this past week. He was with his family, and they do a family reunion over in Tahoe every year during the summer. So he had pinged me, through texting me a couple weeks ago and said, "Hey, I'll be in your area. Do you want to hang out when I get in town?" And I said, "Sure." So I invited him to stay here for a couple nights. Well, he drives a big red Jeep, and parking in San Francisco, I don't have reserved parking here, so he had to park on the street. Well, you're only allowed 2 hours. And next door to where I live is a little parking lot, and there's construction over there, but they're very strict on nobody can park there. So I don't even attempt to do that. But the funny thing about it is we were talking yesterday morning, because you can park after, I think, 8 o'clock at night on the streets, and then the next morning you have to like 10 o'clock in the morning where they start to ticket you if you're not moving your spot. So he was just talking to me in the morning. He said, I found a parking lot somewhere. It's about 4 blocks from here. I've been worried about my car, and I want to make sure we can find a good parking spot. So let's go walk and find the parking spot and see if it's available. And so we walked down the stairs. I opened the door, and the construction guy next door was standing right in front of his Jeep, which is outside of my house. And he looked up and he goes, "Is this your red Jeep?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, we're trying to back in here." He goes, "Could you move the red Jeep and park it in the parking lot over here? You can park there all day if you want." And so my friend Jeff looked over at me like, "How did that happen? We were just talking about moving the Jeep and trying to find a place for it to park. And here the construction worker talked to the management over there where they're doing the construction, and they got approval that we could actually park his red Jeep next door in the secure parking lot for the whole day." And he just looked over at me like, "Wow, that was easy." And I thought that's just another example of synchronicity, but the magic of putting it out there and letting the universe deliver things to you. So anyways, I just wanted to share that little fun fact for you. Let's see, I was just seeing, somebody says a Facebook user, I don't have the name of the Facebook person, said, "I was just talking about Tahoe a few minutes ago." Ah, cool, another coincidence. Who is this Facebook user? It doesn't tell me your name for some reason. I'm on a different software, and I'm not directly on Facebook. Thanks for this great gift. You're welcome. Hello there. I enjoy teaching, obviously. I've been teaching quite a bit. But I also enjoy doing meditations, and I don't get a chance to do them very much online. So what I am going to do is I'll start the guided meditation shortly. Again, this recording is live, but then as I notice with Facebook, they'll keep it on there for a couple of days. So whenever you jump in here, the orb of influence is still happening. Like I mentioned, the day of the full moon, 3 days prior, the day, and 3 days after. It's like an orb of a week that you can listen and still tap into and align your energy, your resonance, your auric field with the resonance of the full moon. And full moons traditionally have been known for fruition, where things start coming together, opportunities start to expand. It's another great time for you personally to open up and to expand your dreams, to expand possibilities for yourself, to open up to new possibilities. So with that being said, I did set up some background music, and so before I start the meditation, I'm going to play it for just a second to see if everybody here can hear it, because I don't know how the volume's going to work with my voice. So let me go ahead and start the music. And I want you all to see if you can hear a little bit of the background music. It's not that important that you have background music, but it's kind of nice. So I have the volume set where I didn't think it would be too loud, but I don't want it to be too soft either. I'm on Facebook now. It's Nancy. Hey, Nancy. Hello. Yeah, it doesn't tell me the name. It's good to see you, Nancy. Can you hear the background music? Okay, yes, hear music. Terrific. All right. Well, with that being said, let's I'm going to pause it there. Let's find that comfortable position. And whatever is comfortable for you, more importantly, the goal of meditation is to disconnect your 5 senses from sight, smell, touch, taste, hearing from the outside world and shift it to your inner world, which is what is called your imagination. And so I'm going to guide you through a process to imagine certain things by seeing and sensing in your mind, by hearing, by feeling. And so the more you can engage your imagination, the more impact the resonance of not only the meditation, but the energy that you're tapping into can be felt. So I encourage you to not try too hard. Don't worry about whether you can visualize everything perfectly. Just imagine it. Just open up to pretend, if that's what you choose to call it. What's more important is that you just kind of let go and disconnect from what you physically, the 5 senses, can see and touch and tell and smell and taste, and to turn your attention inward. To turn your attention inward into your inner realm. The realm of possibilities, the realm of your imagination, your creativity, the realm of your soul and your spirit. And to start focusing inward to accelerate the connection with your inner being. So with that being said, I don't want you to close your eyes yet. But instead I want you to lift your eyes up as if you're looking up through your eyebrows and create strain in your eyes. That's it. Create strain, holding the strain as you take a deep breath in, filling your lungs with life-giving oxygen, holding that tension in your eyes. Now exhale, and as you exhale, let your eyes relax, let your eyes close, let your eyes become softened and quiet. Let your eyes become soft, quiet, and relaxed. And let them go wherever they want to go, behind the closed lids. For this is your time, a sacred time, to disconnect with the noise and the confusion and possibly even the chaos of your daily experience. And to focus inward into the stillness behind the closed lids. Breathing and focusing your attention, your awareness on your breath as you breathe in and out, allowing your breath to find its own natural rhythm, the inhale and the exhale. Such an automatic response that we very rarely pay attention to throughout the day. And for just the next few moments, notice the rhythm of your breathing. Let it be full and rich as you pull in oxygen that blesses and refreshes all the cells of your body. And then as you exhale, letting go. Letting go, that's it. Breathing, relaxing, and being. Being connected, allowing your consciousness to be aware of your body. As you pull your attention away from the day and focus on the tiny muscles that control your face, all the facial expression, the tiny muscles are softening, loosening, and letting go. And you can feel the tightness across the scalp and down into the nape of your neck. loosening, releasing, as you send a warm, quiet thought of relaxation to the nape of your neck. And the relaxation expands into your jaw muscle. And if your jaw is tight or tense, you might want to move it from side to side, back and forth, to break the grip of any tension that might linger there. And then let your teeth separate slightly. And if your tongue is pressed against the roof of your mouth, let it go back into the center of your mouth, where it belongs. And as your tongue relaxes, your thoughts begin to slow down. Your thoughts and your thinking begin to slow down, to slow down, to slow down. For the next 20 minutes or so, there's nowhere to go, nothing to do, but to just turn your attention towards the words that I speak and let them be a catalyst to spark your imagination as you follow along with the descriptions that I describe and with the feelings that I encourage you to create in your mind. And as your breathing has moved into its natural rhythm, I want you to become aware of your physical body and the space that it occupies within the room that you're meditating in. Just sense the body relaxed and in repose. Relaxed and in repose. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, but to be in the present moment, connecting your energy with the intention of relaxation. For relaxation is your natural state of being, and it's about allowing yourself to let go of the thoughts, the cares, the concerns, and rather to just breathe and be still in the present moment, to become aware not only of your body, but the space within the room that you occupy. Just sense the space as if you could feel it surrounding your body. Sense the space, the ceiling above you, the walls, the windows, the doors, the floor beneath you. Behind closed lids, just sense the space in which you currently occupy. And I'm going to count familiar numbers from 7 to 1. And with each descending number, allow yourself to go a little deeper than before. It might help you to imagine that you're standing on the 7th step of a stairway, looking down, perhaps dropping your chin a little as if you're looking down a flight of stairs, and you can see the stairs there in front of you leading deeper down into a healthier state of mind. And so together as I count, I want you to sense yourself going deeper. 7, take a step down. Feel your body weight shift as you go down. 6, taking another step down. 5, shifting your weight, going deeper. 4, another step down, almost halfway there. 3, 3, going deeper now, 2, stepping down, and 1. You are standing now at the bottom of the stairwell. Just notice or sense, is it dark or light in the space that's a little deeper than you were before? For your body and your mind are letting go and going deeper within, moving into the alpha, maybe even the theta state of mind. The brainwave rhythms are slowing down as you listen, as you ponder, as you relax. And as you sense the space around you that's a little deeper than what you were just previously experiencing, notice how it feels at this deeper level of mind. Does your body feel heavier or lighter? Does your body seem smaller or has it expanded? Just notice. Without judging, just notice your experience. And breathe in and breathe out. That's it. Letting go, going deeper. And now I want you to sense the space around you turning to your favorite color. Let it turn to one of your favorite colors, as if the air is filled with a mist, like a gentle fog of illuminated colored light. To sense the fog emerging from nowhere to now here. What is the color that comes to mind? Perhaps one of your favorite colors, a warm color of red, orange, yellow, or a cool color of green or blue. Perhaps a color of purple or violet. Let yourself notice the space around you changing colors. As you enter into a deeper and healthier state of mind. And you walk through this fog of this beautiful colored light, and you feel it on the surface of your skin, like a gentle evening mist. And the pores on the surface of your skin seems to be drinking in this colored energy, the specific color that you imagine, that you feel. Know that whatever you decide it is right for you. And as you move through this colored mist, it begins to clear. It begins to disappear as quickly as it came into the ethers, as if this veil of colored mist, of colored light, simply evaporates into the night. And you find yourself standing on a beautiful grassy knoll. It is quiet. It is still, and you hear the crickets chirping in the distance. You feel the majesty, the mystery of the night all around you. It is dark, and you can see the twinkle of stars in the heavens above, the beautiful stars twinkling, winking, as if welcoming you into this beautiful domain of mystery and magic. You feel safe, for you are in a deeper, healthier state of mind as you imagine the coolness of the night up against your skin. You can feel the dampness of the dew forming upon the ground as you walk now, walking without direction, with no agenda, just walking forward in the sweet grass that's limp beneath your feet as the dew of the night condensates upon the blades of grass. You can see shadows of trees in the distance, a silhouette of a beautiful landscape in the dark of night. The twinkling stars above, like diamonds in the sky, are majestic and magnificent. And you walk upon this grassy knoll, and you come down a little further on this path that you discover and find. The path is smooth and easy to walk upon, and you see bushes and shrubs, and you hear a crackle in the distance, and you see smoke as up ahead is a little campfire surrounded by stones, glowing in the mystery of the night's magic. You see nobody there by this campfire, and there are large boulders next to it. A boulder that you can move towards and sit down and face the warmth of the fire during this magical night. And as you do so, you get closer and closer until you sit down upon the boulder that's just a few feet away from this crackling, sizzling flame, and you sit there quietly in the night, facing the fire, the campfire. You watch its flames licking into the night sky, dancing as if it's boxing with the darkness of the night, lifting and retreating, moving in all directions as you hear the sizzle, the spit, the crackle of the embers of the wood breaking down, releasing this energy. Little sparks fly up and disappear in the night. You can see some of the smoke and smell, the smell that only a fire has, a beautiful fire in the dark of night. As you sit there, you feel the warmth on the front of your body. You feel the warm embrace of the fire and the coolness, the cool dampness of the night behind you as you sit there in between the night and this brilliant firelight. You're safe, relaxed, and at ease. Safe, relaxed, comfortable, and at ease. And across on the other side of the fire, you can barely see because the light is so bright, but there seems to be someone standing there, cloaked, mysterious. At first you become a little startled, thinking you were all alone. But then you realize, you sense, this person is someone familiar to you, an ancient being, familiar on some level. Unbeknownst to you, you look into the night and you see their silhouette, and you notice a glow of a peaceful, healing presence around them. Still unable to discern, still unable to figure out who they are, but you sense their presence there, loving, compassionate, and wise. And they seem to be sitting on the boulder across from the campfire, across from you, watching and looking into the flames. And you can sense the silhouette with their face glowing, cloaked. The body is cloaked, but their face is slowly being revealed, the face of your higher self, your higher consciousness, the same sex that you are, male or female. You sense them, old, ancient, and wise. And they seem to have a stick that they are prodding and poking the fire with, moving the logs, adjusting it as flames and sparks move into the night. And you feel their loving presence. And you seem to be communicating without words, as if your energy field and theirs are somehow connected with the fire between you. And this fire between you is burning away the resistance to connecting more deeply with your higher consciousness, with your higher self, as if the fire is cleansing and purifying what stands between your awareness of your higher self. Patient, you sit quietly, and you feel all resistance drifting away, being consumed by the fire, and the fire seems to quickly fade and disappear from where it came, from the mystery of life. The fire slowly grows weaker and weaker until it disappears, leaving you in the dark in this quiet moon night, facing your higher self. This ancient one that has guided you throughout many lifetimes. No words are necessary, but to feel their presence, their concern, their love, their compassion that they've always had for you, and to let yourself opening your heart to receive their love. And even though their face isn't clear because it's so dark in the night, you notice they're taking that stick that they were prodding the fire with earlier, as the embers are low lying upon the ground, disappearing into the earth. And you sense them lifting that stick in their hand up into the night sky. And it's as if they're twirling that stick into a circle, creating a circle in the night sky, a small circle, as they move their stick around and around in a circular formation, until all of a sudden, as if part of the sky drops out and the light of the super full moon suddenly appears in the night. And it illuminates and glows across the land. You can see now more clearly the trees and the grasses and the rolling hills, as this beautiful super full moon appears from nowhere to now here in the night, as if your higher self captured the moonlight and manifested it in the quiet of this mysterious night. And you feel the beautiful silvery light of the full moon shining down upon you. You feel it upon the surface of your skin, illuminating the cloak that covers your higher self, as the last bit of the embers of the campfire disappears, as the mist of the night, the dampness, extinguishes the campfire. And the land is glowing with the full moon night. And you close your mental eyes. That's right. You close your mental eyes and you drink in the mystery and the magic offered to you by your higher self. You drink in the healing, the restoring of your vitality, your energy. You drink in the wisdom, the love, the hope, and the healing through every pore on the surface of your skin. You are being restored quietly, easily, and without effort, being restored into the night. There are no words or images, just the sweet glow of the super full moon as you bask and bathe in the moonlight, with no agenda but to receive the love, the healing, and the wisdom from your higher self, letting it flow, letting it absorb inside of your consciousness, silently and without effort. And you listen to the stillness, the quiet, and you feel your own innocence, forgiving yourself for how hard you've been, demanding. Let yourself be forgiven by your higher self, and also to forgive yourself, to let the healing expand gently, easily. For you are a majestic and powerful spiritual being, and you allow every cell in your body to remember the truth of who you are. You let every cell in your body be influenced by the resonance of your higher self and of this super full moon with its beauty and its radiance shining upon you in the quiet of this mysterious night. Drift and relax. And also sense now this beautiful moonlight bathing the earth, expanding hope for those who feel hopeless upon the land, in the different regions upon the earth, spreading a healing resonance of love, compassion, understanding, and a perfect peace as it spreads across the land, absorbing into the earth herself, as the many plants and animals gratefully receive the restoration of this healing light. And as the night continues into its mystery, you set your intention. You set your intention to not only remember more of who you are, but to receive what you need to expand into greater dominion, peace, and empowerment, to receive beyond the words, to receive through every pore on the surface of your skin. You sense your energy expanding, filled with the glow of the moon, with the silvery light of this majestic supermoon night. Quiet, relaxed, connected, having received from your higher consciousness, your higher self, you begin to hear the sound of my voice. You begin to sense your body, its position, wherever you are. In the space that you occupy, you sense the room around you. Still with your eyes quietly closed, you start to feel and become aware of a breath, a deep, full breath that you fill your lungs with. Bringing yourself back into the physical awareness of this illusion called reality. And at the count of 5, you're going to come back to full awareness, to full awakening consciousness, fully present at the count of 5. 1, coming up slowly and easily. 2, sensing your body, the clothing upon your body, the temperature of it. 3, 4, and 5. Take a deep breath in, stretching your hands, your arms, your legs, your feet. Let yourself open your eyes when you're ready to come back. Coming back into the room, coming back to full awareness. A very mysterious meditation, one I've never done before, and one that just kind of spilled out of my imagination as I was seeing the imagery. But hopefully for you all, you experience a shift of your energy, opening up to your higher consciousness, sensing it there on the other side of that campfire. It's not important that you see what your higher self looks like. You see, they're not human. That's why it's not important. They will take on a human form for you to relate to it, but that's something you can create and connect with. So it's not important to see how they look and what they appear. That's why I didn't spend a lot of time on that, but to sense their presence, to sense their love and their energy, knowing that your higher consciousness is a state of energy and presence. It is a wisdom. It is a being much more majestic and grand that knows all about you and your life. And so the meditation of the super full moon was about restoring, reconnecting with your higher self and receiving what you need at this time in your life. Not only to move forward, but to move deeper. Deeper into knowing not only who you are, but more about who and what you've come here to do. And even though you might not have a label right now, know that you received and there was a shift taking place as you listened, as you gathered, as you participated. And if you have any comments or questions, somebody saw a cobra in the journey. How cool is that? A cobra. That could be part of, often snakes, well, they represent different things, but a cobra can also be that kundalini energy within you starting to stir and awaken, because cobras tend to stand up. You know, most snakes crawl on the ground, but they tend to stand up and want to move forward, and they can dance. So that often represents the kundalini energy. And unfortunately, I don't see the names of the people on here. I just see, it says Facebook user. Now I see Nancy. I think she's on a different platform. So I can see her name, but it's weird. I don't understand why. Again, this is a new way to stream and connect with you folks. So I want to thank you for joining me this wonderful afternoon. For me, it's 5:30, 5:45, and it's kind of interesting to do a full moon meditation when it's still daylight here. But I know the moon is happening all around the world, so wherever you are, you can still tap into the energy. It doesn't have to be night. And I wanted to also mention tomorrow I'm doing a class on Insight Timer. I'll post that on my Facebook group. For those of you who might be on my YouTube channel listening, and my Facebook group is Moving Beyond Struggle, and it's on Facebook. So you can look for that, Soul-utions, S-O-U-L. Let me type it in here real quick. And I'll be making an announcement. Tomorrow I'm doing a class at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's look at my schedule here. Friday the 12th, yes, at 2 p.m. on discovering your spiritual gifts and inner strengths. And it's a powerful class. I've taught it before about a year and a half ago. It should last a little over an hour. And then Saturday, the 13th at 2 p.m., I'll be doing another class. And so the class on Saturday is a class that's going to be on the ego, understanding and maturing your ego, knowing a little bit more about the ego. I've mentioned it in so many of my classes and so much private sessions working with people, but I thought I need to really record the domain and how the ego develops, where it came from, what its purpose is, all the things that are important, so that when you can understand it, you can relate to it, and you can change the way you relate and understand your ego and its purpose. So I'm going to talk about that on Saturday at 2 p.m. And I'll probably stream that live on here as well. So wherever you're listening from, hello there, Francis. I'm glad you enjoyed this gift. And the cobra, cool. Francis saw the cobra, cool. I'm glad you all joined me, and I know this will be recorded, so you can go back and listen to it again. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I wish it was a little more interactive. I thought it might be, but I will continue to find ways of connecting with everybody, and I look forward to seeing you all in the near future in whatever format that we have the opportunity to connect. But I want to thank you for your time, your attention, and enjoy this full moon. Let it be mysterious. And you don't have to figure out, what did I get? What did I receive from my higher self? Just know that you did. That your higher self, when you open and ask for that intention of receiving whatever you need, you don't need to know the details of what it is. Just let it in. You're welcome. You're welcome, Francis and Nancy and everyone else who's on here. And those of you who jump on here and listen without it being the live event, welcome as well. All right, folks. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. And like I said, I'll be teaching on 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which is 5 p.m. on the East Coast, both days, tomorrow and Saturday. Thank you again. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as well. And I recorded it so I can re-listen to it later myself. All right, take care.